Hello, sorry to tempt you with a pic of some of the 35,000 who gather at Festival of Thrift, our annual national celebration of sustainability in the Tees Valley. We're sad that we won't be able to get together in the great outdoors this year, but we'll be upcycling the event, ensuring people can still join in and appreciate what we have. One of our themes in 2020 was clean air. If we'd seen the future, we could have made a killing selling these costumes, couldn't we, during lockdown? These dancers' outfits measured the level of toxic carbon emissions in the air as they walked in our opening parade through Redcar, and they changed colour as a result. They didn't change colour much though, because we've made such strides towards clean air. This year, our theme will explore energy. Post-steel, of course, the Tees Valley is refocusing itself as the low-carbon capital of the UK. At Festival of Thrift, we've joined in. We've listened to those local priorities and got right behind the drive. We've done a lot of listening, haven't we, during lockdown, as I'm sure you all have, noticing how much the things that are important to us at Thrift, reusing, recycling, upcycling, working with our own creativity, have become important to others. Creative projects like these rainbows have sprung up. People have danced and sung, written and cooked together. We've looked around and appreciated the beauty on our doorstep, and literally grown stuff there too. Lockdown has meant that we can walk, cycle, and now as it's eased, we've travelled further, appreciating anew our beaches and our beauty spots. But however wonderful it is that people are enjoying nature, and the figures show that they are, we've also seen some very poor behaviour in the last few weeks. Huge amounts of litter, including non-recyclable coffee cups, bags of dog mess, plastic bottles, simply left in the place that they were used. And although we at the Festival of Thrift can point to getting involved with artists like Diane Watson, who was commissioned by the festival to create beautiful flowers from the waste on our beaches, actually, we'd really rather there wasn't any waste for her to create from in the first place. So I'm hoping you're going to agree that we need to be actively addressing that behaviour head on, instilling the value of our shared space, particularly on the younger generation, by exchanging the knowledge and skills that we have across the generations, in a socially distanced way, of course. This time last year, we were planning a huge event that included everything from outdoor baking and fabric dyeing to involving Extinction Rebellion and a mass dye-in. Sorry, I couldn't avoid that pun. Alongside 130 traders and 200 professional artists and makers, we involved everyone who wanted to get on board: local churches, colleges, community groups of all ages, abilities and backgrounds. This year, we won't be able to work in the same way or on such a large scale, but we still want to make the same level of impact, passing on the message in new ways that we can build a sustainable future by coming together. Each of us has something to offer. Each of us has something to share. We'll work in a socially distanced way. Costumes like these are not compulsory, of course, encouraging people to enjoy exploring, doing things where they are and with what they have, celebrating and validating our shared space. Rural and urban, in the Tees Valley and nationally. Cecily Olsen wrote for the World Economic Forum, working with high-quality socially engaged artists in participatory projects can help people articulate their experiences of a place on their own terms. This has the power to question any given order, which directs how people think about places and live in them. We invited IOU to come and talk to Redcar residents. They then took the festival audiences around the town, listening to their words back as poetry. At the end, as the sun set over the steelworks, one leant over to me and said, Thank you for helping us to see Redcar in a new light. Administrators of urban space would have us believe that the urban environment has a predetermined function, a bench for sitting, not sleeping on, a park for families with children, not gangs of youths. We can and must work with them to imagine new uses, new functions, not just for individual spaces, but for whole towns. What next for the former steelworks site? What plants will grow there? What visitors will come? We in the cultural sector can't stay in socially isolated bubbles. We need to concentrate and contribute our creative thinking to the bigger picture. Find new ways of talking together, amplifying our voices as ambassadors for each other. I've joined the Town Deal Board for Redcar, not just to talk about the festival, but about building a thriving and sustainable community together, connecting the rural to the urban. Last year, the anniversary of the moon landing symbolised the level of aspiration we need to change perceptions of who and what we are and could be in Redcar and the Tees Valley. Tees Valley Nature Partnership joined us for the first time to run a World Cafe and share ideas. This year, we want to create a new version of the festival, sharing knowledge and skills year-round, online and off. Please join us if you want to help and build a creative and sustainable community. Festival of Thrift. It's not just for a weekend, it's for life.